Welcome back, everybody. So this is going to be a quick update video for you guys on stock market. So before we get started, please hit that like button and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and go above and beyond, get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out my link down in the description for a Patreon. So Meta shares climbed 10% on revenue beat raised forecast. Same thing for Microsoft, massive pop after hour, and everything is just going for the moon. Now, what the stock market did today, you can see Dow is down 0.38%, Nasdaq slightly up on the day, gave up all the gains, and somehow it did finish up in the green. S&P down slightly, and Russell going down 0.5%. 11 sectors led the way on top: utilities, technology, communication services, everything else in deep red, especially basic materials, real estate, and energy took a big hit today. Stock market map, once again, those big names are shining here. You can see Nvidia, Broadcom, both are up. Apple again lagging behind, down 1%. Google up 0.5%. Meta down 0.68%. Amazon flat. Tesla, I would call this flat, and Microsoft going flat, but right now it's not. It's up, I think, 37 to $40 as of right now. And now let's talk about S&P 500. Oh, here S&P 500 is absolutely flat on the day, and looks like we're not actually hitting a brand new all-time high. We're actually near all-time highs from yesterday. We did hit another brand new all-time high, and things are just not really going anywhere for past maybe 1 week. It's a slow grind up, really slow. $2, $3 up, and then it just gets faded. And this is the story for the last couple of days. It's been really hard to get anything going in the market, but I think we'll have a directional move after tomorrow with earnings coming out from Apple and Amazon. And it could be completely different story tomorrow. The way it's looking right now, that Microsoft and Meta up massively, where those can actually miss. And I could be wrong, but just a guess. It can possibly happen. Some of these big earnings will be missed, and maybe even a bad forecast, and that should bring the market down a little bit if that happens tomorrow. Otherwise, I mean, we got some sort of a direction for now because of those earnings, massive beat on those big names, and those things are trading at a brand new all-time high. Another massive gap up will be tomorrow. Now you can see it's trading around that 638 zone. If we can clear that, we've been talking about it in my channel that whales are targeting 6500 to even 6700 on SPX. So this thing can push. SPY can push easily up to 640, possibly up to 650, and then we can talk about that big target 670 here on SPY. But at this point, I don't think we're gonna go there straight. I think a pullback is due, but it's just not happening at this moment because CTA, they've been buying for past couple months, but they bought so much, they're pretty much maxed out, and they're not selling it. But at some point, they're going to sell, and if that happens, market will likely to pull back. Easily can see 600 on SPY. It's just a matter of if you're playing long, even with a short position. And if you're playing like short term puts, or you're shorting, just in the short term, it's not going to be a good experience here in the market, guys. So that is my take here on SPY. So watch out here. If this thing is able to hold that 13-day moving average right here, 630, it can push back up to 640 and possibly even 650. Below 630, problems will start. And then we have 20-day moving average sitting exactly pretty much at 628. And this is where we got a rejection before. Also, you can see multiple candles right here at 628, 626. So this is going to be the next level to watch if we come under 630. And then we can talk about possibly even down to these lows down here, 618 to 616.50, lower Bollinger Band on this daily time frame. But as of right now, we will be opening tomorrow on SPY with a massive gap up here, and who knows, it might go up even more. We might be opening at a brand new all-time high, but you can see the Bollinger Band not expanding anymore, and it's sitting around 639-ish. So I don't see going past 640 tomorrow and just staying up there, because this Bollinger Band has to expand and things been really overbought for past couple weeks. So I don't know how much this thing can go, but things can really quickly change, and you'll see that pullback happening in near future. So this one here, triple Q, I do want to show you guys that RSI has been overbought for past couple weeks now and still going. And tomorrow, this move, I mean, up nearly 1%, almost $5 up, with Microsoft going up 7% and Meta going up 10%. And there is a target I did set here at 584. So it can potentially go there. But look at today, guys. I mean, look at this move. What happened here? Well, and you guys will see that play right after this one here, that it actually came down here 570. This is where I got some same day expiration today, and yesterday we played right up here at 571 and it came down also. So fantastic, both days got really lucky on puts, because I'm not buying calls here. I don't care if this thing goes up to 600. I'm not gonna buy calls. I'm not going long here. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, guys, but I'm not longing the market here at this point unless we get a significant correction, a pullback, at least at minimum 5% pullback. So that 566, that's going to be a key line in the sand. Below that 560 20-day moving average, and then 550 to the upside. As long as it's trading over this 566 range, it can go right back up, and this is where it's trading right now, 572. And if that breaks, we can possibly push higher towards that target at 584 on triple Q. And here's my X account. And if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And there is no subscription, nothing here on X. Is totally free. And I just want to quickly share some fantastic trade ideas that we had recently that really worked out, like this one from today. SoFi 20 direct calls got 72% on that play. Some people got 67%. That stop loss was never hit on this play. And you can see I got out small gains, adds up for small traders. Remember, and then this was yesterday, was even better right here on triple Q that we took right here. Triple Q, you can see the market update early morning, and same thing happened today. And I took these once again at 570. These were 0 DTs today, but yesterday was 2 DTs, and it was fantastic. When in the money, we took profit on that play. And even today, it happened again right after FOMC. So all these trade ideas are absolutely available on Patreon. And if you guys want to go above and beyond and support the channel, definitely check out my link down in the description for Patreon, guys. So small caps did break down here, and since then it's not actually going up. Since yesterday, down another 0.5%, and today down to 220. This is another one that I actually played yesterday, but only on my own. It was really good shorting right here, and then taking profit. Got out a little bit early, but IWM pays well, so it was fantastic. Now you can see there will be support around 219, 220 here. If this thing comes down here, lower Bollinger Band, will play a big part as a support. Below that, you're going to see a dump off down to the 50-day moving average 215, and there is a gap at 211 right here. To the upside now, there will be resistance here at 225. If we can get over that, watch out for this range, which we did not break yet, 227 on IWM. On DI, it's down 0.39%. So why this thing is not hitting branding all-time high? Couple things holding up. Caterpillar cannot just help a DIA. We got Apple that is going down as we speak right now. It was down yesterday slightly, today down pretty significantly. And we do have earnings coming out tomorrow from Apple and Amazon, so we'll see how that goes, but it's definitely not looking good. DIA coming down with Apple, and another one, the big name, UNH, took another massive dump off. I mean, all that gains from 250 up to 330 pretty much gave up all that in just a matter of 2 3 weeks now, with DOJ news investigation, and now with earnings. So one thing I want to point out, a lot of people are frustrated with UNH, that why it's not going up. I'm telling you guys, market is all about patience. This is a fantastic opportunity. Now, if you're just somebody who panics every 5 minutes and looks at his account and, oh, I'm down, this is not for you. I'm telling you, that stock will be possibly trading at 4, 5, 600 again. It just how much patience you have and how long you can hold. Things are not looking good, but that's not the way it's going to stay down forever. So UNH, fantastic opportunity. If you're just new starting into the stock market, you don't know anything about it, maybe you want to look into it because that would be a fantastic long-term opportunity. Now DIA, it kind of broke down below that support, but it did hold right before closing at 444. So watch out, if this thing holds, we might see 450 plus, maybe another brand new all-time high on DIA. 444 breaks, next one 440, and then 434, and the support at 433. So this should play a big part if this thing comes down here to close this gap at that point. On VIX is down another 3%. So why I've been really cautious and telling you guys that, I'm not longing the market because this thing has been getting decimated for past couple of weeks or couple of months now, I would say, since we got the bottom in the market back in April. Look at this whole summer, and we're almost into August now, and the market just kept rallying. We haven't seen any significant pullback, not even a $10, $15 pullback on triple Q or even on SPY. So this thing getting absolutely crushed. And yesterday and even today, this thing spiked and came back in. So VIX near 15 bucks is always a zone to watch because it's been holding around that level. But if this thing gets over 18, Bollinger Bands are squeezing, guys. It happened before. We talked about before in my video right here, many times even before that. But this was the recent times that we talked about it, that Bollinger Bands is squeezing. And this is the exact same thing you can see right here. Lower band right here, upper band right here, this green line. And it's just getting that squeeze from these two Bollinger Bands. So whenever you see, a VIX getting a squeeze like this, there could be a big move coming. And I don't know when that's going to happen, but I think in very near future, you're going to see a big spike in the VIX. Now, also, back month, front month volatility also in that range where it cannot go any higher. So things has to come down at some point, and that is why it's really, really risky right now to go and long the market because everything is just going up, right? In the CTA, they don't have any room to buy anymore. How much longer they're just gonna hold up all those gains and they're not going to sell? That's how these algos. That's how they're set up. That's how they do it. When market goes down, they slowly buy into it. When the market goes up, at some point they're going to start taking profit. They're going to start selling, this market, and that is why that correction will come at some point. But if you're just somebody who thinks that, oh, tomorrow is going to pull back, the next week I'm just going to take this big trade and make money, that is a wrong way to approach this market. You need to be patient, and I think if you're patient, you saw some plays that we took. We're not taking a bunch of plays on my Patreon because of how the market is moving and there is not much opportunities. But if you're patient with the market will give you a lot of opportunities, and in near future you might get even a better chance. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on stock market.